Hi, Misha here, and real quick, something quote-unquote new from Arsenal. Yep, it is the SAM7K pistol again. By the way, one thing people always ask about, these little protectors, when I take pictures with them for gun broker, I always leave them on just to kind of signify the gun is new, but then people wonder what's the big thing on the charging handle. It's just a thing to keep it from poking through the box, which I'm pretty sure is made out of reinforced tissue paper. Anyway, this is a true import. It comes in as a pistol, and in fact this batch is 2020 dated here. You can tell because the second set of digits, the first numbers are 60, which is the factory code for the year 2020. So this year will be 61. That's because they started counting in 1960 there, which is when Bulgaria began their AK production. Anyway, yeah, it comes in as a pistol. We've had many versions, and this is known as the SAM7K-34. So how does it differ from previous? Not many ways, but it's a good addition, I'd say. For one, it has the proper 8¼ inch barrel, not the extended 10½ inch on earlier models like the 01, 02. It is chrome lined, cold hammer forged. It also has a proper gas block front sight base combo with 24mm threads. On this one, I've put on a standard conical flash hider. See, it's the real thing. It's not one of the fake ones. But when you get it new, it just comes with this simple knurled muzzle nut, which is fine. You can unscrew it and put on whatever you like. And there's something else that makes this new, at least different. The hole in the rear, once it had a standard sling swivel, or some versions had a Picatinny rail back here, this now has a standard socket for a QD swivel. It doesn't come with a swivel. I just grabbed one out of my parts, put it on. So yeah, now the rear is ready to be adapted. You can use this to put a swivel in, or you can use it to put a pick rail section in to attach a brace, or you can buy the adapter from, say, CNC Warrior that lets you put on a brace or a buttstock if you go the SBR route. It has the other standard features like the left side selector here. It also has the flip rear sight with one aperture and one notch for options. And of course it has the spring-loaded top cover here. It's built on a true milled receiver, not a cast one. It does have the side scope rail here. And it does come with original Bulgarian modern furniture. This is basically a semi-automatic version of what they call the AR M4. Specifically, if it had the folding stock, it'd be the M4SF. And since it is a pistol, 922R need not apply, meaning you get the original components, trigger, and it comes in able to take standard magazines. So yes, it comes with this little 5-rounder, which is fine. It's a little Bulgarian 5-rounder, waffle style. But the magwell is a standard magwell. This isn't one that had to be hogged out or machined out. This is a standard mil-spec magwell. And to show you something new that also came in recently, I found another batch of these 40-round waffle mags. And as you see, well, if I can get the angles right, when you're talking new, this is what you can get into with AKs, guys. But polymer mags wear in very well. Let me take it off for a second. Anyway, it comes with, like what you see there, the cleaning rod, the cleaning kit, and the oiler. And now it's going to fight me. I should have picked up a used 40 round mag. There we go. Sorry about that. But they do fit, don't worry. It's just because the mag is brand spanking new. And they tend to oversize these. But it goes to show you, people, when it comes to AK stuff, especially when it's brand new, a little work-in is required. Sometimes it's the paint that has to be rubbed off the inside of the receiver, or it could just be extra flashing from the plastic, or paint on the metal lugs of the magazine, because these are military grade mags meant for the RPK, the LMG, so they do have that. And like I was saying, it comes with the cleaning kit and the oiler and a short cleaning rod, regular Arsenal manual. And it doesn't come with a sling swivel, so it doesn't come with a sling, but any one will fit. And these will plug in and not rotate unless you press the button. So it's a full featured swivel pocket, which is fine. And like most all of these, it's a very solid feeling gun, very little rattle, very little play. This is a military grade, so it has a simple paint finish. A nice, smooth, even bolt throw, and it has a double hook trigger, which gives a nice even pull. And with a little break-in, I'm sure it'll be nice. So while it is technically a new variant configuration, they didn't make a big deal out of it. They just released these a couple of weeks ago. It's nice to see fresh SAM7K pistols coming in. The ones we had before were all from a few years ago. And yeah, first impressions seem quite nice. Ironically, these are priced about the same as the SLR 107UR carbine, which, while it does feature a folding stock, you have the 16-inch barrel, and that version is on a stamped receiver. So for my money, I definitely think this is a better bet. And we've said for years, the reason these didn't sell initially was they didn't bother to have them with the correct barrel and muzzle threads. You know, leaving the rear section up to your decision what to do with it, that's fine. Put a stock on, put a brace on, put a sling swivel on. Whatever you want to do. And if you want to make this into a carbine, say you live in Hawaii, you can put a stock on the back here, and then up front you can get an extension. Several companies make fake suppressors that fit 24mm threads, and pin it on, and then you'll have a 16-inch barrel, and you are good to go. Yeah, this is based on the AKSU crank, which Bulgaria achieved the data package for back in the 80s, and they did produce a stamped receiver crank in 545, but very soon after the disillusionment of the Warsaw Pact in the 90s, Bulgaria declared 5.45 obsolete, and shifted their production line back to 7.62x39, which this is here, and adding 5.56 NATO to replace 5.45 in their production line. So those are the two calibers that they've done. And while they have imported a 5.56 crank pistol from Bulgaria, it was a stamped receiver, not a milled. So we have not seen a milled 5.56 crank pistol. In fact, the only milled import we've ever seen from Bulgaria is the SAM7K-34 that was released last November. But with not much new going on and not much to get excited about, and there hasn't been a lot of talk about these, I just thought we would quickly highlight the SAM7K-34. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. As always, if you could, like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like to help support the channel, please check out the link to our Patreon page. This is Misha, and see, I can in fact do a short video. Catch you next time.